Hello guys, this is Roberto Prado, and today I'll be going around my Wwise project I did for the video game scoring class, and the game I chose was Little Nightmare by Tarsier Studios. So first we're gonna go over the Wwise session itself, where I'll be showing the different parameters and stages that I used on the composition. And later I'll be presenting a quick demo of the score together with the gameplay footage. So I hope you guys... Okay, so here we have the project itself, and for the score that I did, I decided to use the vertical and horizontal techniques. So the vertical, I use layers, and for the horizontal I choose transitions. So as you can see here, I have in my switch container, I have 3 stages: stage 1, stage 2 and stage 3. Stage 2 and stage 3 I decided to divide into 4 layers. So we have bass, percussion, strings and voice. Stage 1 is just 1 layer. I didn't split it into 4 layers as the other ones. We have a small introduction and also an ending section. There are triggers when we switch to any stage to none. And I also implemented 3 stingers. Okay, so let's go over each of the stages. As I said, stage 1, it's not divided into layers, so basically we don't have any interactivity regarding the player. It's playing through. And it's interesting to note that for the composition itself, I used a sample of a Russian lullaby that I found, and I use it as my main compositional melody. So let's have a listen to that. So if we choose here explore stage, where is stage 1, we can listen to the small intro that I have, followed by stage 1. Now, if we change to any of the battle stages, we can hear the transitions for each of those stages. So for stage 2, I have a transition segment that is it's played on the next bar of stage 1. So let's have a listen to that. If I switch to battle 1, hit transition. And we are off into stage 2. Battle 1 being not as active as battle 2. Now for battle 1 and for battle 2, I chose to use the layers as I mentioned, and these layers can be controlled real time in volume. So as you can see, if I lower the percussion, if I lower almost anything, you're not hearing any audio coming through. But if I bring on the different layers, the song is complete. And if you imagine if you had a player, that can be assigned, for instance, to a player position. So if the player gets closer to something that might be dangerous, perhaps we can bring up the volume of the percussion and the bass, while if we get away from the danger, we can lower those parameters so we can have interactivity on the score. For battle 2, basically what I did is I beefed up battle 1, so it's pretty much the same elements, but it's just more active, as we can hear. Let's have a listen to battle 2. If we go to battle 2, the same system of transition is gonna happen between battle 1 and battle 2, where transition is gonna come on the next bar. And we are off into battle 2. Battle 2, as you can hear, is a little bit more active, but the same parameters happen here as well. If you lower bass, if you lower percussion, you can hear that the track becomes quieter. For the triggers, I decided to implement 3 stingers here, basically for game interactivity when a player might be chased or might be noticed by one of the characters, the evil characters. So when we trigger a stinger, that stinger will come on the next bar as well to make it more musical. Let's have a listen to the 3. So 1. There's a second. And third. As I mentioned, we have an ending tag that will trigger when we go to none. But if you decided to go to battle 1 again, we're gonna hear the transition to battle 1. And we're off to battle 1. The same thing is applied to explore. And now we can go to none, which will be the ending of the score. So if you click into none, that same thing on the next bar will happen. And we are off. Let's go a little bit closer into the different stages first to see how the parameters are working. So when we had the real-time parameters, as you remember, we can see the volume being changed, and that can be assigned to any parameter, being the player position relative to an object or a character, like a monster or something. And each of these tracks, the 4 layers, can be assigned individually to different parameters or to the same one. In this case, I implemented to Unity and used player position to control the 4 layers, but that can be independently changed. The same thing applies to stage 3. So if you go to the stage 3 tracks, we can see the same parameters being changed. And now let's go for a small demo of the score with a gameplay footage when we can hear and see how it works together with the game. So thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoy it.